Okay, we are back in New York. We're still talking the US elections 2020. We're going to be talking about this all day today, bringing you updates from our Africa related studios in New York. We'll be touching base with people from all over the world with keen interest in the US elections. And we're talking to voters, we're talking to voters in different parts of the country, voters of in minority regions and in African American voters and African voters, because we also have a great representation of Nigerians and Africans in the race in various offices this year. In the news this morning, I think it was about 9 Nigerians that are in the race for one thing or the other, and it's a great impact that Nigerians and other African nationals are making in America. And so we have back with us, Joyce. Thank you, Joyce Adeomi, for joining us again.
My pleasure. Thank you for
Great.
having me.
Now, we talked earlier, we talked about your expectations, and also talked about, your country, your country of origin, Nigeria, and with what is going on and some of the things that you would like to see the government especially learn from, these elections in the US. I understand that you also have um, you also have with you some people that are in the process of voting or have voted already.
Yes, I have here some people who have voted already.
Okay,
And
we're going to be talking to them in a short while. But what is your feel generally of this whole voting process, especially this year?
mm,
How are people? Are they enthusiastic? Somebody asked me earlier, are they enthusiastic? I said, to me, they're beyond enthusiastic, you know.
they are beyond enthusiastic. It's like the party that was supposed to have been had 4 years ago. It's like they kept it in storage and hoping to bring it out tonight when the election result will be shared that Biden won. So most of the people that I've spoken to are voting for Biden. They're hoping for change. They want change. They said that Trump is not presidential enough to uh, to to run the country.
Hmm.
So um, they're waiting. They're
Okay.
waiting and
And
hoping for a new
we
change.
always have to look at every scenario and also look at what if, what happens when your desire for a certain presidential candidate does not come through. So if it is not Biden that wins, what happens? Are you, those that are voting, for the opposition or for the other side? How are you anticipating to take a potential loss?
Fortunately, it's not just a presidential election. There are, we have to vote in, the assembly, the Senate,
Hmm.
council members. We have that we have to vote in. So hopefully, if Trump wins again, we're hoping that we'll have enough people, enough Democrats in the government to be able to um, give us our request and make it
I
not
see.
so bitter
Yeah.
as if as
We
if we
can
have to.
agree to disagree. I always
Right.
believe that,
Hmm.
it's only politics and we can
Hmm.
agree to disagree,
Hmm.
especially when lives are on the line. Now,
Hmm.
I'd like us to move over to some of the people you have lined up to talk with us so that we can also hear their views.
Okay. All right. So we have here. She's voted already. Deborah. Deborah. Hi. Hold on,
Hi,
hold on,
Deborah. How
hold
are
on. I'm
you?
going. Okay. Hi.
Hi, Deborah. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. I'm
Good,
ecstatic.
good to
I
see
actually
you.
participated in the early voting
And
here
just
in the States, here in New
okay.
York. And it was people double lined around a huge block. But of course, as a senior, we have the respect to be able to uh, not have to wait online. And it was a glorious feeling. The feeling after coming out of there was like Niagara Falls had erupted in me. It was a wonderful, wonderful feeling, and so much joy to see so many people coming out. And as Ms. Joyce was saying, not only is it the vote for the president, that's the monumental thing that we need to happen to dump Trump, but we also have committed people um, that want to really see change that we are able to vote for. Because
Mm,
the thing is, the problem is not over because Trump is gone. Uh, the problem is, what are we going to stand for? What are we going to work together for to change? Because we've been living the last 4 years under lies, under deceit, under mischief, and hatred. So all of that has to be rooted out by the people, new people that are going in to work with the Democrats and any honest, truthful Republicans. Um, so it's a whole democratic process that has to work, and that has been undermined. So there were people who supported Trump's shenanigans. People supported that. So those people are still around. So we still have much work to do. Yeah, we're going
okay.
to party when the moment comes, but the work
Mm,
begins to
indeed.
restore what America was intended to be and
Mm,
can be. And it depends, let us know it depends on the people. Everybody is riled up now. So that's a good thing Trump did. He riled us up.
mhm.
We got out to vote. We weren't doing that. Whatever people say, we were being apathetic. But people are marching in the streets against Black people being murdered, women being raped, uh, children being beat. You know, um, so it's a lot of work to do, and this is the beginning. It ain't over.
Yeah,
Okay?
it's
Good
not
day.
over. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it. We are talking to residents in the Bronx. No, we are talking to residents in Harlem, in Manhattan, trying to get a sense of their how they're going out to vote, and also what is happening around them, and what, most importantly, some of the things they want to see changed around them. And so, who else is there for us to speak with? And it's Joyce Adeomi, by the way. Joyce is a resident of New York, and she has been, with us live at the polling booth in Manhattan. Joyce, can you hear us?
Yes, we can.
Oh, okay. Hi. Who am I speaking with now? Mm.
Can you hear us?
Okay, great. I can see you and I can hear you. Tell us about your feelings being out and having to vote, and what your expectations are.
Well, I voted last week, early voting, and I voted the Biden. And I'm telling you, ever
Would like
been
to see
so,
your face.
I've never, ever been so willing to vote in my life. I have filled 4 years of torture. And I think it's about change. And I hope everybody realizes that they need to go out and vote. That's the only way we're going to change this world because Trump have really turned it around. So I hope and pray that we do a change.
Is there a place for healing? It seems like America needs a lot of healing. Whoever wins these elections, is there that hope that the country can heal, given
I
what it's
hope the
gone
country will
through?
heal. I believe it will heal with us voting. And with the new president in the chair, he knows what he's facing. I hope we do change.
Just, just given the scenario that President Trump wins again, how would that make you feel, and how do you think you can get through the next 4 years, or what would you like to see him change at least in the next four
I
years
would like to
should he
see
win?
change, and I do believe we will make a change. With people voting, I think we will make a change. Everybody's wanting a change. They're tired of his lies. They're tired of him threatening people. And I do believe it'll make a difference.
Okay, you're part of a community there. What are some of the issues that you confront personally in your community?
I didn't hear.
I said you're part of a community there. What are some of the issues that you're confronted with on a personal basis in your community? Okay, she may be having difficulty hearing us.
They've learned, I think, they have more
Okay.
patience. I think Trump have taught people a lot of things with his hatred.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for your time, ma'am.
Thank you too.
All
God bless.
right. God bless America, indeed. On this day, November 3rd, which over the years have been designated as Elections Day, and but this year slightly different because of the pandemic, and also because uh, you know COVID-19 definitely changed a lot of things, and so a lot of election rules and regulations and normal application processes definitely had to be changed this year, with early voting, with mailing ballots, and of course with the quick precision with which our correspondent, I'll call her now, Joyce, is out there telling us what is going on. And Joy, have you gone in yet? Have you voted yet?
No, I have not.
Okay,
I have
but
not, but
from
I'll be
what
going
you've
to vote.
heard, I hear the process is very quick.
Yes, it's very quick. It's
Do
very
you know
quick.
anything more about it?
Well, they've organized it in such a way as you based on the street that you live in,
Mm,
your street,
mm.
then sorry, I'm having a lot of disturbances.
It's all right.
So so they've organized it according.
Well, Joyce is trying to tell us about what is how it's organized, the quickness of the process, and how it's organized to achieve that. So we're just waiting for her to, get back to us. Can you hear?
Yes, I
Okay.
hear.
I have
They
a
have
feeling
organized the.
you have calls coming through, right?
I have too many calls coming through.
Quite understandable. Quite understandable. But it's better organized, you said, and it's quicker.
Yes, it's very well organized. Once you come in there, they'll ask you where you live, and then they'll be able to direct you to the table where you will get your ballot paper. You fill out the ballot paper, and you go and you have it scanned, electronically scanned, and then that's it. It's very quick.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe, well, I guess COVID-19, with all its heartbreaks and devastation that it's caused, had some kinds of blessings in disguise. It's forced us as humanity to reevaluate how we work and our approach to delivering on our tasks and all of that. And it's also shrunk our world. It definitely has shrunk our world for sure. But
Yeah.
we've been talking with Joyce. Is there anybody else there that would need to talk with before we?
Well, there's a young lady, but she has not voted yet.
Yes,
I
that's
don't know.
fine.
Okay, Malika. Okay, so representing the voice of the youth.
Indeed.
Hello, everyone.
I can't see you yet.
She says she can't see you.
Something is covering the screen.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, can you see me now?
Something is covering the screen, but you can talk. I can hear you. Okay.
Okay. Hello, everyone.
Hello. How are you? What's your name?
Hi, my name is Malika.
Okay. Hi, Malika. And you're in Harlem, in Manhattan, I gather.
Yes, I'm based in East Harlem.
Okay. So what's the fire in you today to come out and vote?
Well, I want to keep the tradition of voting because my ancestors, they fought to vote. And so I want to make sure that I honor that privilege by continuing that tradition and also having my voice heard by participating in the political system.
Hmm. As a young person, you're in a certain age group, Malika. What are your expectations after these elections?
My expectation of this election, I'm hoping that it turns out for the best candidate. Personally, I'm going with Biden, but I also expect that youth will be inspired to do more work in the community because it's not just about one person, one leadership. It's also about what we do in our
Hmm.
communities to keep moving forward and the changes that we want to see as well.
Okay, youths around the world are clamoring for one thing or the other. Why do you think it's so? Why do you think that young people around the world are complaining that they're not being heard?
Well, young people, they are complaining because they don't see change or they want education, they want opportunities, they want resources, and they don't see it. So at some point, enough is enough because they want to have a future too and they want to be able to participate in society and have a purpose. And when you don't see those things going on fairly, you have to speak up. And
Hmm.
so that's why the youth is speaking out because they want to see that change.
As a young person, we have two very older candidates in their 70s running. As a young person, would you like to see someone within a younger age demographic running for president of the United States?
Yes, I would like to see a candidate who is more young running for president, but also I think with age comes wisdom. So I would like to see more young people participate in the political system, but
Mm.
under the leadership and understudying under the elders that are a part of the political system. So
Hmm.
yes.
Interesting. I like that. We're still in in for tradition and respect for our elders. I don't know if you're aware of what is going on in Nigeria at the moment. There's a lot of similarities between what has happened in the US and what's going on in Nigeria with uprising against police brutality and social injustice. Are you aware of that?
Yes, yes, ma'am. I am
Mm-hmm.
aware of what is going on in Nigeria with the injustice and the
Mm.
young people speaking out, thanks to Miss Joyce, and also reading up about it in the news.
Mm.
So, yes,
So you can see that the agitation is not just in America. There's similar issues worldwide. So
yes.
how can young people unite their voices, on a global scale beyond America, beyond the problems of this show? By the time you break it down, we're all the same human beings. So how can young people, bring it all together and make something of it?
I think young people can come together globally to speak out by continuing to use social media, which has played a major part. There has been rallies taking place in New York for Nigeria because of social media. So being consistent with putting the information out about what's going on in your area so that people around the world can connect and be able to fight together to
Hmm,
bring balance
indeed.
through social media.
Hmm. What is a world without social media? Let me ask the
Yes,
young person.
yes, so true.
Nothing,
No.
indeed. Thank you so much for talking with us. I really enjoyed our conversation, Malika. And I understand that you haven't voted yet, and I wish you the best. And I pray and hope that, your wishes and aspirations for, America comes to pass. So take care as you're out there. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. I'll be on my way to vote. Thank you
Uh,
so much.
all right. Let me speak to Joyce.
Okay.
Hi, Joyce.
Hi.
I, I have to say it was difficult talking to my like. I really wanted to see her face, but there's something covering the camera, and I didn't want to
Oh, I
just.
see. I see.
Yes.
Yeah, there.
Oh man, I should have just said something so that we get that. But I didn't want to disturb the conversation. But it's okay. At least we got to hear her and hear her very eloquently. Thank you so much for taking us around your polling station in Harlem.
Okay. It's fine.
Hello, here I
Oh,
am.
there she is. Okay, Malika, we couldn't see you earlier.
Hello.
Oh no. Thank
Thank you so
you.
much.
Wonderful. Thank you
Okay.
again, Joyce, for taking us around your polling station in Harlem. And I know that you're about to go and do
Yes.
your own thing right now.
Yes.
And all we can do is wish you the best and wish all Americans going to the polls today safety and peace in voting for leadership and voting, with conscience and praying that there's peace, that peace reigns not just in America but throughout the world. Because at the end
I,
of the day, that's just
yeah.
the bottom line, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's the operative word, pray. We need to pray, you know.
Indeed.
They say when you've done all that you can, you just have to pray and leave it in God's hands, you
Well,
know. Mhm.
thank you again, Joyce. I can't thank
Yes.
you enough for bringing all the collective voices that you have brought to us, telling us young and old, telling us about experience and telling us about expectations, and also giving us insight from an African origin point of view. I was talking to Malika, and she said she learned about NSARS and what was going on in Nigeria through you, which is great because by affiliations like this, we can, do so much in spreading the word and educating young people. So thank you again for
You're
all
very
your
welcome.
works in the community. Joyce, where can people find you? I know you do some great works. Tell us about your works before you go, and where
Oh,
can people find you?
okay, so I am the founder of New York African Chorus Ensemble. We're not just a chorus, we also organize the New York City Multicultural Festival. You can go on our website, which is www.multiculturalfestival.nyc or www.nyafricanensemble.com. And we also made a movie. Many people don't know much about Nigeria, so we made a movie about Nigeria that literally takes you to Nigeria. It's called We Are the Endless Roar. It's an empowering movie for people of African descent. You can also check that out on Facebook. So We Are the Endless Roar on Facebook.
Okay.
And yeah, we're here. We are serving as a bridge between African Americans and Africans on the continent.
Mm. And you have been doing that for years and years. Not
Oh my
just
goodness.
you, it's your
Yeah.
family as well. You come from a family that's been doing this, and I'm really looking forward to another opportunity where we can really really delve into your works. But it's great that you put all your stuff out there today and send people over to see what great and amazing things you as an African representing here in the United States are doing. So thank you again. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having us. Thank
All
you
right.
for this opportunity.
Sure.
Okay, thank
And
you.
on
God
that
bless.
note, we say goodbye and say thank you to our guests again for joining us. And we'll continue to come to you throughout today with different updates about the elections 2020. And as the day proceeds, we'll keep you updated. I'm Moiza Adaba from our Africa Related Studios in New York. Thank you again for watching. See you next time.